players. All right, in the bottom left of Fighting Spirit, we have the blue Terran player. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. It is Moxie. And in the bottom right of Fighting Spirit, we have the blue, darker blue Zerg player, up 1-0 in this series, looking very, very eager to go to that quarterfinal round. It is KSW. Yeah, fancy camera work, my favorite thing.
Oh, man.
All right, well, Born, how do you think this game's going to play out based on how well KSW showed in that game one?
Oh, you know, it's hard to say this this early in the game, but you know, I do think Moxie is going to still follow up the same exact build with the CC first. But KSW did, you know, he did mix things up in that game one. He did go for that quick zerging attack, and I really hope that you know, I think Moxie's actually going to scout the wrong direction again. I think he's actually going to scout to the top left first.
SCV, no, don't go that way. Oh, yeah, 4-player map went the wrong way.
Yep.
And again, the Overlord for KSW going the exact correct direction. So far, feels like deja vu. I'm going to be honest. We have that early hatch from KSW. Moxie actually going for barracks first.
Yeah, there is some build order deviation with the racks coming up first instead of the CC first. And spawning at close positions, you know, this may or may work out in Moxie's favor depending on how aggressive he wants to be. If he wants to be aggressive, it'll definitely be better than than spawning cross position. And oh, look at this! He's actually spying. He's actually scanning with the second SCV now, making sure that he doesn't get caught with his pants down with the wing attack in the last game. And he is going to see this.
So yeah, I mean that does hurt him a little bit. He doesn't have one extra SCV back at home mining, but I think he wants to know what's coming, because yeah, like you said, that early Zergling attack really did a lot of damage to him and hurt him towards the mid game and even the late game. So the SCV comes in, sees the timing on the gas, sees the timing on that second hatchery, sees there's not a spawning pool, well, does see the spawning pool rather, and how far along it is. So gets the perfect scout off and brings the other SCV back home, I think. Yes, indeed, that is what is going to happen. And throwing down the command center right inside his natural is Moxie. So, yep, so goes barracks first and recognizes there are going to be Lings out for just a couple of seconds at least, and gives me enough time to get some Marines up to defend against any early Ling attacks. And Moxie playing this pretty well. Yeah,
and interestingly enough, Moxie's thrown down his second command center before his gas, so it looks like he might be going for something somewhat aggressive, or maybe this is actually in reaction to what he sees in KSW's base. KSW, he does have quite a bit of gas here, stocking them up. Question is, what will he spend it on? And that's it. He spends it on the lair. Moxie does know this. He's gonna back out. Now, one thing he wants to look for is whether or not that third hatch does go down. Oh, a cancel in the hatchery.
Cancel on the hatch, but Moxie scouts that out. He is not fooled by that lair. Oh, unless, was that the intent? Was KSW trying to wait for that SCV to die before he actually goes lair? If so, that messes up his timings quite a bit. We'll see what he does once this SCV goes down. SCV just has a couple more hit points left. The Slowlings are trying to catch him. They do have the benefit of the speed. Oh, actually, no speed boost on that creep, rather. And there you go, SCV dies. Yep, and the lair comes up immediately. So that's exactly what was going on. KSW did not want Moxie to know that he was going for that lair so early. So, interesting. I wonder what he has in mind here. Getting Ling speed, getting Overlords, getting that lair. Pretty standard stuff over there from Moxie. Stim, Marines, Medics, and SCVs at this point.
Yeah, you know, I'm not really sure. What does Moxie think at this point? Does he think that an attack is going to happen? Or does he think that it's just going to be a regular transition back into two-hatch Spire? Oh, he is sitting another SV here. And will this SV survive long enough? Oh man, it is. He's going to see this. He's going to see that the lair is coming up.
And yeah, gets that, again, a great scout off with that SCV. Sees the lair. It's already too far gone for KSW to cancel it this time. So, as a Terran player, what does this tell you when you see that lair timing?
It's just going to be a regular, nice two-hatch muted timing. So if he wants to react by getting his turrets in time, 3-inch mineral line, maybe 1 by your barracks. Oh, and a nice big attack coming in from KSW here, streaming in some Zerglings. Whether or not he's going to commit to this attack and get some SCVs is really the question that we're waiting for. And Moxie is going to move out here, apparently. And it looks like KSW is going to keep him in his base. The run-by is not going to work with that one fire bat here in a decent position. That's going to keep him alive. It's going to make that a cost-inefficient engagement if KSW chooses to engage. Going to back up there. Going to transition to getting a Spire, hopefully. Yeah, he is getting a Spire now in the main base. And, oh, Moxie trying to move out here. KSW trying to get the counterattack, but you're going to lose quite a few Zerglings there. And that's going to be the go-ahead for Moxie. I think Moxie's just going to keep maybe 2 Fire Bats back at home and just attack with the remaining of his army.
Yeah, right now it's 10 Zerglings have died to 2 SCVs for Moxie, so that engagement, these engagements have gone very well for our Terran player. That third base is on the way. The Lynx trying to come back in, though. Actually managed to get into the mineral line. The SCVs are being forced to fight. The Lings are kind of caught in no man's land. They're trying to get out of there just for a scout, if nothing else. Trying to snipe down what they can, but no, they get cleaned up by the Marines. And again, I just feel like these engagements have really, really favored a Moxie. KSW with 18 Lings that have died at this point really hasn't done much. 3 SCVs have died. I think 2 of them were in his own base. So the harassment is not done very well for KSW whatsoever. He needs to get that third base up. He wants to get the mutas out. 7 mutas are on the way. Do we have turrets? Do we have turrets in the natural? No, we do not.
Oh, this is really good, though. This is a really nice timing attack for Moxie, if he commits to it. Because the thing is, KSW just lost so many Zerglings here. He doesn't have the map control. Oh, but a nice little counterattack here. But yeah, Moxie should be building some Fire Bats to keep him back in his natural base. But he's going to commit to this attack. He needs to attack this. He's got 2, there's 3 Spine Callers. 1 is almost complete. There are some mutas out here. Attacking right now is first of all going to keep the mutas inside KSW's base, and potentially Moxie could do quite a bit of damage. He's got more medics than there are Spine Callers. This is going to be a good attack for him. Oh, and KSW here is going to have to try to pick off some Marines here. Moxie here trying to target down the Spine Callers. He's going to back up now. Target fire some mutas. Nice engagements here. Cost efficiency is favoring Moxie still. And that's it. Unfortunately, KSW is going to push this back. And Moxie's going to have to back up with his Marines and his medics. And at the same time, though, but KSW really getting that top third base as planned, and that's really going to favor him once he gets that gas situated up in that top left, top right base. But now the turrets are up. They did delay the attack. Did delay the units from coming up long enough, so he does have enough turrets to defend his natural base. And the question is, well, what will Moxie do from here on out? Looks like he does have a starport, and he does have a factory, and a nice little counterattack possibly going to happen.
Yeah, Viper Nest on the way. I just want to point that out, happening in KSW's base, as well as the Lurker Den. So interesting, very for sure. The Lings swing on in, though, getting right inside that mineral line, and they're going to try to take down as many SCVs as they can, kill the turrets as well, and allow the Muta Harass to be that much more effective. And there we go, actually moving on out. Gonna try to take down the turrets as best they possibly can, but no, they run out of there. They recognize they don't have enough time to kill them, and they need to save as many Lings as they possibly can at this point. So again, 3 bases up for KSW. Moxie's done pretty well as far as being cost effective with his attacks and his defenses, but again, it's just kind of a tough spot to be in as the Terran player. Let's see how he manages to hold it here. Getting a dropship, a tank. He's actually getting a fusion core. Where's that fusion core? There it is. All right. So this could be interesting here very, very soon.
Yeah, you know, I feel like that one attack there really kind of just threw Moxie back to the Stone Age, because those are some really nice SV pickoffs, and I'm not really sure how Moxie's going to come back from that. He is behind the food supply count, which is something that never should happen until you get something like Ultralist. So this is looking really bad for Moxie. I'm not sure if this is the effect of the recent economy change, but yeah, it looks like KSW is definitely climbing ahead in the food supply count, and that's definitely not a situation a Terran player wants to be.
No, definitely not, especially being down 39 to 42 Harvesters. A drop, though, here in the main, going to try to snipe down the Spire. Are they going to get it? The Lurker tries to come in. The dropship picks everybody up before they all get killed. Yeah, the Lings are here, the Mutas are here, the Lurkers are here. The dropship does not want to drop at all. The Mutas are going to try to catch it. It gets boosted out and might survive the trip back home. Yeah, looks like KSW is not super interested in chasing it. Or is he? Yes, is interested. Trying to drop Marines to save the dropship. It doesn't matter. The dropship goes down. All of these Marines are going to die as well. Good control by KSW, making sure those troops do not get home.
Yeah, there's one lonely medic down there in the bottom left.
Oh, poor medic. Run, medic. Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, no. Not in the cards, medic. Sorry. I guess nothing for her to do, though, anyway, so. Quick death, I suppose. All right, so we've got tanks, we got marines, we got firebats and medics and science vessels. We're gonna try to make this happen. Moxie very interested in trying to kill something, trying to kill a base, trying to kill an army. And here we come. The Ling's gonna try to get a good surround. Ooh, irradiate going down on the Mutalisk clump there. The Ling's kind of coming in piece by piece, getting cleaned up, not doing much damage at all. And here we come. The Lurker's trying to get in good position. Outside of that scan, Moxie says, "Ooh, here we come." The Ling's getting on top of everything. All the mutas die, though. That's nice. The Lurkers, ooh, spining a lot of stuff from a long range. The Ling's right on top of those tanks, which is not what you want to see if you're a tank driver, is Ling's on top of your machine. And 2 tanks go down. Another tank going to go down as well. The Lings are chasing it. Yes, all the tanks have been destroyed. Small army back at home to defend against this. I don't know how far KSW is going to push it. He's shown a real reluctance to actually push that far into the Terran base, but killing armies that come outside of their walls seems to be fair game.
Yeah, Lurker's good unit. Absolutely put it in that last army. Really nothing that Mox could do. His macro was just behind in comparison to KSW. But I mean, I'm not saying that he's a bad player whatsoever. I'm just saying that Moxie is doing the best he possibly can, but it's still not enough against KSW. But yeah, a big attack coming in from KSW. Lots of Lurkers, lots of Zerglings. Moxie here's got to pull some magic out of nowhere, but yep, nope, the magic is GG.
And that's it. Yeah, KSW takes the 2-0, moves on to the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, Moxie just didn't have enough today